Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Kathy's Crochet Creations and Makeup. It is the day after Christmas. And you know what was funny? I remember being a kid. Oh my goodness, look at all that I thought I got off my eyelashes already. That's that tubing mascara. Tubing. Anyway, you ever being a kid and you work yourself up? Do it again. Get down. Shh, my dog. My Maddie. We've already been arguing all morning. Since before I got up. The only way I can get any sleep, I have to put her outside. I hate that, but I do. That's the only way I can get any sleep. By the way, I'm using Estee Lauder for the eyes. And I've used Clinique for my face. Oh, the camera's doing weird things all by itself. And then I'm going to use The Ordinary for a primer. Remember being a kid and you work yourself up to Christmas, and then Christmas comes and you get the great gifts and all. It was always kind of sad, you know. Me, I'm glad it's over. Not for my grandkids. I mean, I don't see them. I did get to watch them open their gifts. I don't know what we used. I sent them a big Echo device at one point. I don't know what happened to it, if it's still around or what. But anyway, I got to watch them open their gifts, and so that was nice. As far as everything else, yeah, I'm glad it's over. I worked yesterday. I slept when I got home finally because I worked 16 hours. I had 8 off, and then I worked another 8. And then I just slept my booty off when I finally got, well, I had to put her out. I tried to sleep, she wouldn't let me, so I had to put her out. So, when I say her, I mean my baby dog. She's a big baby dog, though. She is huge. Anyway, so yeah. Let me start putting on a little foundation here. There's my little brush. That's what I need. I love this Jerome Alexander. It's fabulous. Well, that's very rude, Zane. And that's disgusting. That is not very Christian of you. But yeah. So anywho's. So I worked and I got home, and man, I'm off. No, I'm not. I'm not off until Sunday. I have Sunday off. And then, I've got to do some stuff. I've got to clean the kitchen. Oh my God, I've totally got to clean the kitchen. It is a mess. And then I'm going to get this back bedroom over here. I'm going to finish painting it so I can move everything around. It needs to be moved around. I've been talking about it for a long time now. I'm going to have to stop and pick up some brushes and things. Hi, Milling Mathie from the Bahamas. Cool. Thank you, Kimberly. And thank you, NR Installations. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you said. That's very sweet of you. I think people just are bored. They're bored. So they get on here and behave like, because they want attention. Even if it's a negative attention, you know what I mean? So yeah. Um, my friend Shelly, she told me, you know, she was alone for Christmas. And well, we went to her mom and dad's for Thanksgiving, and she got sick. On the way up there, she started getting sick. She ended up in the hospital with pneumonia. So she's trying to recover from that. So she couldn't go back to her mom and dad's, like 4-hour drive. So she went and she got, well, she ordered a rotisserie chicken, and then she got the fixins, and she made her own Christmas dinner. I told her, I said, I wish you'd send me some of that. That was on yesterday. It was yesterday. She's like 2 hours from me. My family, the closest family I have is a little over an hour, which is not bad at all. Well, in decent traffic, because it's on the east. They're on the east side of Houston. But not this weekend, but next weekend. I've already promised I'm going to go up there because I haven't been up there in, gosh, months. And I want to go see her, and I'm going to go see my great aunt who's 86. I think she just turned 87, actually. I got to get her something. I crochet, so I want to find something that I've crocheted for her. She has lots of stuff that I've crocheted for her. But a lot of it got ruined with the fire that was in, they ended up in their laundry room. Thank God she had just come out of the laundry room and was sitting in the living room when it blew up. Because if she'd have been in that room when it blew up, it would have killed her. It blew up, it took out the whole side of her house. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. So yeah, it was pretty bad, and she's been fighting the insurance company ever since. So that her and my great aunt are in a rental, and it's a nice rental. It's nicer than my house. But that's okay. I love my house because it's my house. I own it 100%. Whatever, it's still mine as long as I pay the taxes, and they ain't that much. Hi, Hannah. Hannah? Hannah. How are you? Good morning, sunshines. My sweet peeps. So I'm hoping BTS. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'm old. I'm old, honey. You're gonna have to tell me what that means. But yeah, I'm hoping today is slow. I know that one of the companies that's in our building isn't gonna be there. They're working from home. I need to go work for their company. But I do believe they've downsized a lot too. I know they have, because they used to have the big building next to us, and they moved in, and now they've only got half of a floor of our building. COVID messed everybody up, you know it? And that company, I don't know, they might have another, like a, what do you call it, like a home office headquarters somewhere else. But anyway, the other folks in the building, they are supposed to be at work, so we'll see. But most of them work from home anyway. COVID, man, COVID. funny how one little bug could change the world so much. Back in the future, when they look back, when our people look back, and they're going to say, you know, before COVID, after COVID. Like it used to be before 9/11, after 9/11. And it still is, in some sense. I'm good, Hannah. I am so happy. Life is great. I'm doing well. My puppy dog has finally decided to lay down and take a nap. Holy Toledo, she's huge. She's a mix, some sort of hunting dog, a big hunting dog, combined with a blue heeler. So, oh my Lord, she's wilder than March hare, y'all. Okay, so I'm using Color Studio. It's Beauty Glazed is the name of it. And boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna use some colors. Do I want to be boring, or do I want to be not boring? First of all, go ahead and go in with the white, because this is the 1980s look. I can't help it. 1980s, man. I am from the 1980s, and man, I'll turn on that music on my way to work, and the rock, 1980s rock, man, Van Halen and AC/DC and all those, man, they were awesome. They're still awesome. They are still awesome. Thank you, Hannah. So, yeah, when I used to work, well, I was a kid, I was still in high school, and I worked at this shoe store called Fava Shoes in Conroe. I don't know if they're still around or if they're gone. I don't know. I know they're not in Conroe. At least they're not in that spot where I worked. So it was a strip mall, and we're all standing there working. Me and this other lady. She was, you know, older, and these two totally rock looking dudes. I mean, you looked at them and you're like, how could you not be? Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that just ridiculous? I can't help it. I like bling. So, and I've waited forever to get that Stanley Cup. That Stanley Cup, it took a while. The prices had to come down, and then I still had to put it on the charge card. But the bling for it, it's like $6 and $7. I can do that. For a whole set of bling, it's like $7. It's less than $10. Okay. Let me find... I want to find a brush. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. Brand new brush. Now, what color am I going to use? Let's go in with a neutral color. So anyway, these guys, right? There's two of them, and they're in like total hair, everything, rock stars. Well, guess who they were? I don't know if y'all know any of that. The rock stars. I didn't know who they were actually at the time. It was Ronnie James Dio. One of them went to open the door, and the other one grabbed him and pulled him away. I was bummed. Well, it's like that would have been cool to have actually met him, but whatever. You know. Do y'all know what my first concert was? My very first concert. Now, I was still in high school. It was me and my friend Amy Thamer. She was my best friend for years. I don't know what happened to her. It's a shame. Anyway, she got a husband that was real jealous and stuff. And, oh, she got real skinny because he kept calling her fat. She was already skinny. She was already a thin girl. The last time I saw her was years and years ago, and she was anorexic. It was sad. It was sad. But then I had my liver transplant, and the world changed for me too. So anyway, I had a baby. You know what I mean? All that life happens. I don't know. I've looked for her, and it's hard to find somebody when it's just hi Emma, hi Ben, hi Neutral 9. What a cool name. I don't know what 6-7 means, but it's really weird. Good morning, Joseph. That better not be my friend Joseph. Is that you? Anyway, it would be great if it was. So I can't imagine that you would be up this early. Oh, you have to come to work. But still. So anywho's, yeah, I kind of met him. Kind of. I had a dog and a puppy then at that time, and I named it Dio. It was a destructive puppy. It made a mess. I tell you what. I tell you what. Let's see, what else? What else? So that favorite shoe store I worked at, I was skinny then. I mean, come on. That's back in the day. Best your body ever works back then. It just was all downhill from then. Anyway. So on one side of the favorite shoe store, like if you're looking at the favorite shoe store on the right, was they made homemade candy, like fudge and things like that. Y'all, I totally, oh my gosh, it was the Rocky Road fudge that did it for me. So I'd get the fudge, I'd get a box of fudge, and then I'd go to the store to the left of where I worked, and they had ice cream. And so I'd get ice cream and a waffle cone. Vanilla ice cream because I was boring. I'm still boring. And a waffle cone. Ugh, man. I tell you what, that was some good stuff. Now, it just makes your butt really big. Okay, it makes my butt really big. My butt is not big like it used to be. It's like you lose your fat in places. It's really weird. I don't know where it goes. But you lose, like, on the back of your hands. You everything, it just goes away. Bottom of your feet. Like, I always have to walk with some sort of soft shoe on now. Now, I did lose a lot of weight. I was 379. Yep, I was. And now I'm in the 160s. Because I fluctuate. Especially since I was eating some crap these last few days. I gotta behave now. And get that back off. Because I ain't coming out of the 160s unless it's to go below it. And I really don't think I should go below it. Because at this point in my life, I think it would look horrible. I would look even worse. That's what I think. Right, Renee? Oh my gosh. Totally. Ugh. Rocky Road fudge. Homemade. Man. You can't do better than that. Well, maybe you can, but I don't know. That was good stuff back then. Good stuff. I remember I'd go back into the back storeroom. Of course, I have to eat the ice cream right off. And I would put that fudge right there on the shelves because we would work on shoes and stuff in there, in that back room. We would stretch them. We had the little stretcher thingies, wooden stretcher thingies you put in them, you know, different stuff like that. Anyway, they don't do that at Walmart. No. They don't do it. I am running my face instead of working on my eyes, really working on them. I really need to get it going. Neutral 9. What is this? Oh, a YouTube movie coming across there. I got too much stuff to do today to be playing around. And I'm hoping everybody will leave me alone. Pastor at the little church. He's up. He's up early. He is up early, I tell you. So there's like this little church that my great aunt went to. I mean, my great grandma went to. And of course, my great aunt, too. That's her sister. Or, I mean, her daughter. Hello. I'll get it right in a minute. They were. I remember. Oh my gosh. I don't remember this. My dad told me this. I guess I blocked it out. So, my people were very country. And she had chickens and they would run loose. And I didn't know this. She would catch the chicken, kill it, and cook it. Dad told me that I would sit in the yard like a little country bumpkin, prissy me, and I would pluck the feathers off that chicken. I don't remember doing it. And I know I blocked it out because I do not eat meat. I did then, but I don't now because I can't handle it with a little animal. Wow, I can't handle the little animals. Something happened. I can't handle it. I can't deal with the fact of hey, you eat meat? That's great. I can't. I did it up till probably about maybe less than a year. That I'm like, because it used to, if I thought about it at all, what I was eating, it would make me, ugh. So, what I've decided to do is I've decided just to eat fish. And I've been told that's called a pescatarian. A pescatarian. So that's what I am. I eat fish. It works. It's okay. You know what I mean? I use way too many brushes when I do my makeup. Way too many. Okay. This is a really dark color. When I grew up on 10 acres of land, and I'm gonna fix this. This is not the way it's gonna look. I mean, trust the process, as they say. As I say. Anyway, I grew up on 10 acres of land, and around it was just miles of acreage of woods. It was Grandpa Kirk's land. He gave Mom and Dad 1 acre in the corner, and it's the only thing that's still there. I mean, the land obviously is still there, but there's housing, development, and stuff like that on it now. And what used to be woods is no longer woods. And the land, I wouldn't have to getting ready for work. I could be just getting ready on here and hanging out and having a good time all day long if I wanted, if y'all wanted, whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not awake at this time. So, the land, let me tell you how much it goes for now. For a small piece of land that goes from one road to the other road, thin, funny piece of land, $6 million. And that was a few years ago. Yep. I asked Dad one time, I said, why didn't you just buy the other 9 acres from Grandpa when he sold it before they moved to up north? They had a place, because we grew up in a place called Deep River on the weekends. We would go up there and go fishing for catfish and all. Well, I don't know. I asked him that, and he's like, I don't know. I'm like, man. Been sitting on a gold mine, okay? It would have took years and years, though. Oh, thank you. Hi, Mr. Baloo from Sweden. Hi. Thank you, Neutral 9. Hi, Neutral 9. Renee. Did I say hi, Renee Jackson? Yeah. Those were the days. We would go and we would play out there. They had we had cows, we had chickens, we had pigs. Of course, we had lots of dogs. Grandpa, at one point in time, I don't remember this, but at one point in time, Grandpa had hunting dogs. Hunting dogs. I do not remember it at all. But apparently, he was serious about hunting. Okay, do I have a... No, that's not going to work. Okay, what about this one? No. No. Let me find a brush. That one will work. Now I want... Alright. I'm going to use my Ulak. This is called Crystal Rain. Crystal Rain. Purple Rain, right? Pop that on. Brighten stuff up a little bit here. I spend most of my time on my eyes, obviously, and just a little bit of time on the rest of my face, because it doesn't take long. The rest of my face, as long as you get your eyes done, you're good. The rest of it is, you know, you gotta do your blush, and you gotta do your lips. Really and truly, what else? That's it. That is all you got. So hey, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out some of them old videos. Okay. Let me put that there. Now. My friend from work, she's work already because she's in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Do you know they don't do time change? Stays the same. So for part of the year, she is 1 hour ahead, and the rest of the year, like now, she's 2 hours ahead. It's true. I don't understand it, but it's true. Okay, I'm going to use some contour, Young Focus. This is for under my eyes, to try to cover up some of those age spots. But yeah, I remember we had our chicken coop. You know, you have a top on it because they fly out. So there was a top on it. It was a big coop. And we ate the eggs out of there. It was, you know, fresh eggs. And Grandma and Grandpa Kirk, they like to build, to do big old gardens. When they did it, they really did it. I don't know what they did with all the extra. If they sold it, I don't know. I was a kid. But man, we had some good, fresh stuff, you know. I'm not done with my eyes. This is just the process. The process. Anywho's. Man, we would run those fields, get on our bicycles. We had a go-kart. And then my cousins, they moved their trailer onto the 10 acres. So I grew up with my cousins like sisters. And they had a little motorcycle. It was different back then. I remember I went and saw Smokey and the Bandit. Mom took us to go see Smokey and the Bandit. And I got in that golf cart. And my cousin had real long, straight brown hair. Real long, like all the way to her butt. Well, I decided to drive that go-kart like I was Smokey and the Bandit. I was the bandit. Well, I flipped that golf cart, and I remember I was laughing too. I flipped it upside down. It was on top of me, and I remember seeing her fly across me with her and that hair. I don't remember if she was crying or not, but I was laughing my butt off, man. It was tough. Tough old broad. But I was a young broad then. I was a kid. Thank you. Thank you, Neutral 9. I appreciate that. That's really sweet. Subscribe to my channel. Please. Please. I tell you what. Once I got enough subscribers where I could put on their commercials so I'd make a little bit of money. It's not much. It's like maybe $100 every 2 months or something. But it's helpful, man. On that 2 months, when I get that, I can pay my electric or part of it. But when that happened, and so I went ahead and started clicking to monetize it, and the commercials came on, man, the subscribers just like basically came to a stop. And I'm like, wow, that kind of is a drag. That is a drag. But this is life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There went my wallet. It's a wallet thing that's got my, that my phone goes in when I don't have it sitting up on a stand recording. So I'm gonna set all this right now. But man, yesterday when I was, day before yesterday, on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I wanted to drive to my Grandma Perry's. All of it's on my way home. But I wanted to drive to my Grandma Perry's house and my granny's house, because her house, she rented for $40 a month. I still remember that. I don't know why. $40 a month. She rented a little tiny shotgun house. It's since sold, and now they built onto it. Long since they built onto it, so it's still there, but it's in the middle of everything else. So I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, it's gonna make me really sad, so I'm not gonna do it. Thank you, is it Rachel McMillan? I knew what was her name in school? McMillan. Cindy McMillan. That was her name. Cindy McMillan. I remember her. Knowing Cindy McMillan, I think that she went to college, got her a bunch of degrees, and is now living happily on an island somewhere. Okay, maybe she's not. But still. Woo, I have made a mess on my body. Come here. Come here, come here. I don't know why I don't have it on. It's a barber cape. Helps me try to keep some of this powder off me. Because, eek. Okay. I'm going to put my NYX. Now, oh wait, hold on. Let me turn you some. Okay, and now for the other side. Let me shake this just a smidge. I hate that when my eyelid bounces. What was that noise? Probably a cat. Yes, I have cats. See that light fixture? It's an old school light fixture, and I tried to put the really pretty, I don't remember, I guess I took it down when I put the bulbs in or something. It don't work no more. It don't worky. I can't get it back up there. It's irritating, really. Okay, now I'm going to use go over it with, this is the magnetic one. I can't see. My, yeah, I wanted to go by my old house too. I'm always afraid I'm going to go by there and they've knocked it down. Because it's only a matter of time. I remember they had it for sale one time and I called the guy to see how much they were selling it for. And he didn't have he was out and about, so he didn't have the, how much it was. And anyway, he said, well, it's really the land. It's not the house, obviously. And I'm like, you don't understand. It is the house. It's the house and the land. But I can't afford that now because I guarantee it's over $1 million. Obviously, if it's $6 million for that little strip, the land my house is sitting on is going to be a lot. And obviously, I can't afford it. And I don't need a mortgage. I'm good. I don't have a mortgage. I own this outright, which is a blessing. A blessing. Hi, Macy. Okay, now I'm going to let that dry just a smidge. And then, and while that's happening, what did I do with that? That's too big of a brush. Let me use this one. I need my eye drops. I've got, there's these, it comes, well, it's a little tiny bottle. It's like this big, and it's like $11 for a little tiny bottle. But, man, it really works well. Steffi, Steffi Wolford, she has a channel also. She's the one that was talking about that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy some of that. I'm going to check it out. And man, she is correct. It takes all the white, or it takes all the red right out of your eye. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this brush. This goes in and brightens everything. Oh, I got a new pair of shoes. Where are they? Aren't those cute boots? Oh, they have a zipper. They're adorbs. I bought an 8.5 this time for toe room. I always wore 8s until I gained a lot of weight, and then I lost a lot of weight. And now, if I try to wear 8, my toes smush at the front. And so now I'm like, forget that. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and go with 8.5s. And so far, it's working. So far, so good. All right, there we go. I need one of these tools. Time to put the lashes on. It's magnetic. I found after years, I ended up with some sort of weird allergy where my eyelids would swell up to the regular lash glue. Don't know why. It's really strange. Your body changes so much. Used to, I was allergic to cats. I mean, bad allergic when I was a kid. Woo-wee, was I allergic. Everybody had to get rid of their cats. I remember that. It made me feel so guilty. I still feel guilty to this day. Macy. Hi, Macy. Macy, Macy. Okay. Now, let me put... I'm going to use this contour by Profusion. Profusion is awesome, and they're not expensive. They're something that, you know, people like me, I was going to say on a budget, can afford. Some of the other ones are way too expensive. Though every once in a while, I'll go ahead and get something. Now, I've got an awesome friend that sends me really nice stuff. Like that Estee Lauder that I use. She sent me for Christmas some Estee Lauder perfume. It smells so good. Alrighty then. Now, I don't know where it's at. One day, I'm going to go through all my makeup and I'm going to put stuff by color. But the problem is, let me tell you what I do. I end up taking it with me to work. And when it comes back, I just stick it anywhere. That's my problem. What a problem, huh? Oh, wait. 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 Hold on. Does anybody else have, like, when you got older, if anybody's on here that's older, where your nose just runs. Why? Don't give me the line. Let me wipe any makeup off of my lips. And not the color, not the color. All right, now this is called, it's CoverGirl Metallic. There we go. It goes good with my, this. And so look, so this thing has a lipstick holder. Now let's try to get this lipstick out of here and put this other lipstick in there, because then I have lipstick all day long. So I put my little this, just random, wherever it'll fit. Well, there we go. And then I take this one and I put it in there. Anyway, so this is my look for today. I hope you like it. My perfume that I'm gonna wear is this is Estee Lauder Youth Dew. I got that for Christmas. It smells very, very, very good. I always cover myself. I cover myself in it, let me tell you. All right, so that's, hold on. I threw my brush. I didn't realize my brush was in there. Boop. On top of all my makeup. Anyway, okay, so I don't know if you want, hang out, let's say a prayer. If not, I love you, take care. But I like to say a prayer before I go to work, because you cover yourself in the blood of Jesus. I do. Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. Thank you so much for everything. I'm sorry that I didn't celebrate your birthday like I should have. Thank you for everything you've given me. My home, my car, my job, my fur babies inside and out, my friends, and my family. Thank you for everything. You have blessed me so. Please protect my home, my car, and my job. I'm going through a tough time right now, and you know what it is. Please be with me. Help me. Please let it be the right thing. I know it is. Thank you, God. Amen. Okay, so that's it. I love y'all very much, and I will see you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Okay, wait. There it is.